Well, hello there. Old C.L. Thomas here, coming to you from beautiful Cape Cove Harbor, Maine, with another episode of That Ain't Right. The missus and me, I call her my love muffin, squeeze. Well, we got an agreement when it comes to the honey-do list. You know the honey-do list where she says, honey, can you do this and do that? Anyway, our agreement is with the honey-do list. She writes them, I do them. Want to keep peace in the family. Happy wife, happy life, don't you know? So, that's the agreement, but to be honest, in the full disclosure here, that ain't always the way it works. I'm just saying, if I was to be truthful here, there are some items on that list what do occasionally slip between the cracks. Now, I ain't sure if it's her being nice to me or me being numb, but if it don't get done, she kind of lets it go. But this one item, well, I'll tell you, it ain't right. See, this item is what they call out of sight, out of mind. It's the gutters on my roof. Usually come fall after I rake up the yard, and I try to get up there and clean out all the gutters for the leaves and all that before the snow and ice come in the winter and jams them all up. But this year, I ain't sure if it was an early snow or just a busy time, but I never did get out on that letter. And yes, it was on the honey-do list. But gutters are peculiar things, you know. Unless you're out in the middle of a rainstorm staring up at them, you don't really know if they're doing their job, catching the water off the roof and depositing it off to the side of the house. You don't know. What I'm saying is it's kind of, well, I forgot and I didn't clean them out. But come springtime, between the water and rotted debris of leaves, don't you know it made for a great mulching kind of soil, and then gutters, well, things grew up. Next thing I knew, before I could get a ladder out with the summer sun beating down on it all, don't you know I got little sprouts of various kinds of flowers and weeds and saplings. And next thing I know, with the sun coming down in the summertime, I got a gutter full of growth running all down about 12 feet the length of the house and drooping all over. Well, don't you know, if I seen that growth coming out of the gutter, you can be sure as shoot that the love muffin seen it too. That day she come home and I hear I'm down in my man cave. Hey, Buster! And you know when my first name changes to Buster, I'm in for it, but good. You seen that front gutter lately? Pretty sure if you wait another week or so, that growth will all join up with my window box and we have one of them vine-covered woodsy cottages right out of the Hans and Gretel tale, you old dubber. How about you get off your duff and get out there on that ladder and clean out them gutters? So with them matching orders, I go out on that ladder and do me some harvesting of that gutter growth. Well, about the third bucket, oh, and remind me to tell you about my gathering bucket. She's quite a product, too. Anyways, as I got my work gloves wrapped around that multitude of mangled weeds and saplings, I realized this gutter's chock full of soil, but it's better than any planting soil bag you can buy down at the Agway. And that got me thinking some more. Oh, yeah. How about next spring when the Love Muffin's got her flower garden all soiled and planted and fertilized, I sneak out and buy me some of them baby tomato plants they sell down at the farmer's market and get up on my ladder and spread about 6 or 8 of them around up and down the gutters there. What do you think of that? I think that could do it, right? And then, oh yeah, come springtime with all them, they get them little tomatoes on them. Instead of me putting up a big old twig on them for them to climb up, no, they get all droopy and just lean across all the gutters. And for come harvest time, I don't have to climb no ladder. I just reach up and pick them. Oh yeah, I think I'm onto something. Who needs to get all that soil and fertilizer and such and raking and weeding when you got a gutter that feeds them the rain and the sunshine and the grows them up all willy-nilly and strong? Yes, sirree. CL is going to market this great idea too and call it Gutter Gardens by CL. And not just tomatoes either. I could get beans and veggies and all kinds of stuff. But geez, don't you tell Love Muffin, because you know what she'd say? She'd look right at me and say, that ain't right. She surely would. Catch you another time. Boy, I like that idea. Gutter Gardens. I could.